16th ranked Auburn taking the floor tonight against the Vanderbilt team still looking for its first conference win of the season. The SEC is as good a race as you will find in college basketball.
Defensive efficiency team in the country coming in tonight. They are no joke guarding you.
1 of 5 in the country, top 20 in offensive and defensive efficiency. Big time game here tonight. Big time officiating crew. Doug Show's put it up. We got Terry Oglesby and Teddy Valentine wearing the stripes tonight. Auburn immediately gets it into Jalen Williams, who was perfect in the last match. Jerry Stackhouse and his Vanderbilt team. 12 different lineups on the season. One of 7 teams nationally that has seen such rotation. They've been beset by injuries already. And tonight, Broome gets down the floor, throws down the dunk.
That's the run game I'm talking about. Out with a lot of under 10-second shots as well.
That was an odd one coming with 13 on the clock to go against Jerry Stackhouse's NBA background. Here's Jones, transition triple, and he bangs it home.
Although Auburn has struggled shooting the 3 ball, 22% of the Auburn basketball in a nutshell. Bruce has 10 good college basketball players and 1 really good college basketball player in Johni Broome. Not a team that's built on pros like he's had in the past, just solid play. Well, it's good enough to get you in the top 4 in the SEC this year. And if you have cleaning up the misses, boy, that's a big emphasis. Good at those strip and rip defensive plays.
They force 11 turnovers a game as a whole. Jones hits a 3. It's a paint touch for the point guard, and Broome with the block on his 6-foot Magnon. Here comes Auburn. Kick back for 3. Jones again! And the Tigers on a roll early.
If you're Jerry Stackhouse,
the game went down. Second meeting this season between the two. They met back on January 17th, and the Vanderbilt fans are looking for a good sign. It's this. In that game, Auburn jumped out to a 7-0.
It's exactly what Basketball 101 says to do.
And Allen Lubin, 82% from the free throw line on the season. A little bit of pressure look from Auburn. Tassos Kamateros is in the game now. Lawrence turning the corner on Cardwell. He's already. Chad Baker Mazzara with an aggressive take, taken out of there by Jordan Williams. Now Lawrence exploding to the rim, and he's able to draw the foul on his way in.
There's that early shot clock pressure that Vanderbilt to catch it on the right side with some momentum. Very
2% from the free throw line. Missed the first 4 games of the season. They've rotated through 12 different lineups on the season. Nobody has played more. Carter Lang on the floor now for Vandy. Lost Cardwell. Able to dive at the rim, but lost the basketball. Scoreless in the game against Mississippi State. We've got a top 15. Coverage begins at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Right after the.
And that's what triggers his substitution pattern.
An elite defensive team, 3rd best defensive efficiency in the country, according to Ken Palm. Jalen Williams kicks it out, 5 on the shot clock, and Baker Mazzara got to the rim easy. Eden Holloway, who came off the bench for the 2nd consecutive game. Williams, turnaround. First bucket for Jalen Williams. He had 21 against Vandy earlier this year.
He scored on the sprint. He didn't score on the catch. His Valentine to run that floor and beat everybody at that low block is why he scored that ball.
Lubin for 3. Splash, 31% from deep on the season. Tonight Broome looking to drive. He is active off the glass, but no good. And tracked down in the corner by Baker Mazzara. And he gets it to roll home.
Doesn't always finish through contact.
Carter Lang playing with 2 fouls here in the first. Jones runs out of room. Good ball movement. Jalen Williams. Got it.
Yeah, good swing. One more swing action. As a force. He danced for the ball 7 or 8 times and took a hard guarded 2. What Jerry told us today, Torres thinks that every play call is for him, just like I was in college.
Tyron Lawrence a foul.
Ball game thinking you're the best offensive player on the floor and play like
that. Garden City Community College. Your guy, don't give up that pass and don't give up the cut. Young with an explosion, and Broome rejects it again. No numbers for Donaldson. He doesn't care, and it's blocked by Vandy, and they'll count it.
Point line in conference play, and that number has to rise.
A foul on the reverse, and Williams going to the free throw line.
September, and Bruce Pearl spent 30 minutes of a practice in September.
He's the winningest player in Auburn basketball history. Vanderbilt is 2 for 18. Great denial, and Vandy looking for a chance to run. On Young, on Holloway, kicked it out for 3, and we got a foul before that down on the baseline.
I'm not sure.
Vanderbilt is into the paint. Good dish. A little sloppy here, Jim.
Well, the game is loose and free, and unfortunately the ball has become loose and free.
Taylor for 3. Vandy really needed that.
I know they're down 24-14. I really like how they
take it away. Lawrence challenge, another block for Auburn. There's a lid on the rim, and there's Van Lubin at the free throw line. Skills competition wraps. Then it's a 7-on-7 flag football game, and an 8 basketball history in the same day. You and I will be in Lexington for that monster Kentucky-Tennessee match. He's off the mark. And last I checked, Kentucky had its hands full. It's Tennessee last year. Top 10 teams, the worst road win percentage in poll history. Vandy able to follow the miss with a tip-in from Van Lubin. At the end, Ted Valentine was there. What did you think of the final call?
I think they did a great job of making it a no call. I mean, you officiate the defense in that situation, and clearly the offensive player R.J. Davis was.
They called it a rock fight back in the studio. Tigers shooting just 36%.
Outstanding at the two-point part of the floor, shooting
6 couple of weeks ago on a 7-for-7 night. Here's a touch for Lubin. Went right at Broome.
Well, good job. A really good change-up move by Lubin.
Vandy's made it a 7-point game thanks to great defense. Auburn has missed each of its last 6 shot attempts. Now Broome tries a 3. There's a foul on it. And they're going to count it, and Baker Mazzara will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple.
Tom, normally in these type plays, you want all 3 officials to rotate over there and take a look at it. As Chad Baker Mazzara comes in, he just gets a pretty good shove by Jordan Williams.
Can I
and allow Auburn to really stretch this thing out?
Division I stops at both Kane. Into Broome. The lefty goes strong over his right shoulder.
It was a 7-point trip. Could have been an 8-point trip. Looked like some contact. Man, that was a difficult for Manjon to try to get downhill. Out in reach, and he'll teach.
Into the corner, and Broome impacted that one, and a whistle and a foul after the shot.
Tom, think about the defensive plays by Broome in this game tonight.
80% from the line on the season. One more coming Saturday. The SEC
Carolina and Georgia have risen to another level. As a result, it will exceed what Cameron Indoor feels like right now. That's a big statement.
Yeah.
I just know how the jungle feels.
And how it sounds.
And how it sounds, and how it impacts the game.
3 from the top is banked in by his tongue out on the defensive end. He's only shooting 29% from deep on the year. Donaldson tees one up. Broome, the offensive board, wasting no time. Block, recovers, and stuck with it. He's got 9.
And Cardwell and Broome did major damage in the first matchup. Broome's doing it again tonight.
And Broome had a double-double, 15 and 12. Another one for Taylor.
Very capable. The ball looks so good and clean coming off top.
Shot clock's at 7. We approach the end of the half at Auburn. Here's Baker Mazzara. Between the legs, step back 3. 7 left in the clock. Lawrence bursting into the front court, and he's able to draw the foul with 3.7 left.
A great 90. Put pressure on you early in the shot clock. And defensively, they're always change the course of your SEC play.
Lawrence including a close one on the road against a very good Memphis team, albeit one that's struggling tonight. Jones at the buzzer. Oh, couldn't find its home. 37-27. Our score at the half. Not a great shooting night for either side so far. We'll see what this.
Played the exact same number of minutes. Trey Donaldson was 1 for 5, had 2 points. He has a plus 18. Janai Broome, same number of minutes, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 blocks, plus 18.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Broome jumps out and goes right into a foul again.
Taylor with the baseline drive. He shot the ball well in the first half, and he's able to draw a foul. And a great free throw shooter, but goes 1 for 2.
It's a small double. You can see right over the top of it.
Yeah. Broome 6'10", 240. That deep position again, and uses his quickness to get around Van. Largest lead of the game for the Tigers. Here's Lawrence on the cut.
Boy, good job by Lawrence to stay off of the dribble of Mignon and trust that Mignon was going to find him. That offside 45 diagonal jet cut is so tough to defend.
Denver Jones down the lane. He's able to finish. He's got 50.
Yeah, that zoom action that is so popular in college basketball these days. Jerry thinks that it started with that Houston Rockets team with James Harden. It's
then another foul on Auburn. What makes it so difficult?
Right up before a game, and he asked his kids, how many of you guys is such a caring young man? And if there's an all-SEC teammate team, which there probably should be, Janai Broome would be maybe the captain of it. Hard to cover.
First look at the 1-3-1 tonight from Vandy. They ran it early in the game against Auburn in a game at Memorial in Nashville. Baker Mazzara says, zone me up. Lubin can't finish. 5 on 4. Deep 3 for Jones. He's already made 4 threes tonight, and a block from Baker Mazzara results in a foul. Could be his second.
Yeah. Zach Edey is the most dominant guy because of his sapping. And thought it was interesting. He missed a couple of free throws in that arena Saturday night with both Tennessee and Kentucky coming off of a loss. And expect desperation effort by both those clubs Saturday night at 8:30 Eastern.
Baker Mazzara with the bucket. By the way, that
passing him up when it comes to you need a 2-guard early in that next draft.
Holloway up the mark with his 3, rebounded by Mignon. Vandy trying to hang in this thing with Auburn putting it on. Used every bit of the rim for his first field goal of the game, and it's ripped down by Lawrence. Push ahead. Malik Presley hasn't done much tonight. And Lawrence driving on Baker Mazzara, got a fistful of jersey. And that'll put Lawrence at the free throw line.
For Bruce Pearl, and he makes sure that it is. He had his guys ready to play tonight.
On the verge of their 6-20 win season over the last a week ago Saturday. Alabama got blown out at Tennessee a week ago Saturday. And then they got a big win tonight. Berman's going to the free throw line.
They are a clinic. And yeah, how about the SEC? They start the night with 8 projected teams. They're going to be in that probably 10 seed range right there with A&M. That's a monster win for Todd Golden tonight. Love that roster.
Evan Taylor drills it in the lane. That is a
one more foul. Vanderbilt's in the bonus again. The race to the bonus. Vanderbilt has won in both halves.
Here's Lewis with the reverse. Beautiful shot from Paul Lewis.
If they're not, then people aren't paying attention. They just don't care about their vote.
Drive by Paul Lewis. Went for the reverse, instead kicks into the corner, and Camateros misses. Offensive board and a putback by Ben Allen Lubin.
Man, Vanderbilt gets good looks and just not stroke. Just doesn't drop it. And clean up that weak side board. Auburn better keep playing in this game.
Here's Jalen Williams for three. And he's able to get that one to drop. You asked him point blank, hey, do you like the looks that you're getting? They drop a lot of really good stuff. He's well respected in the offense he runs. Shots just haven't gone. Here's Lubin inside, and now he's got 15.
Tom, when you go deep into analytics, I don't like to do it. I know this kid's a specialist. Every shot that he's taken in conference play has been a three-point shot with the exception of one.
Jalen Williams for three.
Another one, as the jungle says behind us.
Here's Pearl barking out instructions to his offense. Broome to Williams. Too easy. At 16 on 5 of 7 shooting. He is 12 for 14 against Vanderbilt this year from the floor.
What Jerry Stackhouse tells us this morning, Jalen Williams has given us the business since I've been at Vanderbilt, and he continues to give him the business tonight.
Goodness, I was worried that was just a cape. What'd you learn?
That the jungle is real. And the jungle doesn't require you to be in class because they sit out there sometimes for 24 straight hours. And it's a foot race to get right behind us. That's the goal if you're in the jungle. And the jungle will go to an entire different level next Wednesday when Alabama rolls back in here.
Think they'll be full throat? Manuel with the turnaround?
Basketball better than the jungle right now. There's just not.
And 2. Tennessee had a similar record. In fact,
the coach with Eddie Sutton, Oklahoma State.
That was a low ceiling and a loud building.
Nowhere for the noise to go. And the 50th straight sellout tonight here in Neville Arena.
Wow. Auburn has made 5 of its last 6. What is it about Kelvin Sampson that he is able to be so demanding as Broome splashes one home and get the absolute best from his guys?
Yeah, Tom, just like Lamont Paris told me last night. Like, he's not afraid to coach his guys, and his guys want to be coached. And I think he does a great job of identifying and recruiting. He's brutally honest with them when they come for a campus visit and says this may or may not be the place for you because it worked.
He misses this. Everybody gets Baumauer's gooey fries.
Yes.
I think Connor has had a plate or 2 of gooey fries.
What are we getting? Gooey fries?
Gooey fries. Like cheesy fries? Slam by Jalen Williams. It is some kind of party here.
It doesn't change. The play calls don't change. The responsibilities don't change when they get into their bench.
Broome assist to Williams. Nearly. And he'll be at the free throws. Play the 5th of a 6-game road trip at the Garden against Jalen Brunson tonight.
Because the 2 missed free throws. Tigers. Number 1 is Houston. Number 2 is Tennessee. Then Auburn, and surprisingly North Carolina this year, sitting there as a number 4 defensive efficiency team as of tonight.
It's got to be the most improved in the country.
No doubt.
Held Vandy to 25%. Hill in that sensational rivalry. Another free throw. The loudness. And he started talking about Little John, and that wasn't. Challenge 3 off the mark.
But it was interesting talking to him about how tough of a place Clemson was to play at. And the impact of student sections on games in this league.
5, doesn't it?
Yes.
Keep them open. We're on our way at 2:28. By the way, Auburn has 9 wins by 20 or more this season.
Well, Auburn is sitting there, I believe, as a effigy out of the SEC that are the 4-line league, and I feel confident they're going to have 9 bids. It could go to 10. Florida with a major step in the right direction tonight with that win at Rupp Arena.
Here's Berman fouled on his jump shot, and he'll go to the free throw line. Oodles of opportunities coming up in that department.
Auburn could also lose every one of those games. And he was point blank with his guys today.
Bruce Pearl can take any perceived slight and turn it into disrespect. Earlier this season, it was the opponent that they drew in the ACC Challenge.
Yep.
Then it was the lack of poll votes they got once they started the winning streak. And at the same time,
Similar. I thought Bruce today was really good with Vanderbilt rolls in here. This will test our maturity.
the tone and tenor during one of those teaching sessions, which is really what it is. It's basketball class.
Tom, you know why he does that? If you can't teach it yourself, you can't do it. So he calls on those guys to answer questions and teach us why we're doing it.
We're playing a gooey fries tonight.
That was Tom Hart, Connor.
We already chatted. Scott with the jam.
A really good pass.
Katie Johnson loves it. Yeah. Auburn's going to go to 6-2 in the league, 17-4 overall. Vandy will have to try again this weekend for its first conference win of the season.
I like Auburn a lot. They are as deep as anybody in college basketball, not just this league. They've got 10 good players and one really good player in Janai Broome. They're competitive. They fight. They argue with one another in the right way. And Auburn gets their 17th win of the season.
The wild college basketball today. Alabama came from behind in SEC play. Florida forced overtime and won on the road at Rupp. And Auburn takes care of business. They snap a 2-game road losing streak and back in the comforts of home. They get their 10th 20-point win this season. That is the most in the SEC.